Andrews, live from Los Angeles.
Welcome to NBA Today. We're here on a gorgeous and consequential day in Los Angeles because the Los Angeles Lakers, they face elimination tonight as the Oklahoma City Thunder, right behind me, try to complete the sweep. And that brings into focus a series of big questions for LA, including, could this be the last time we see LeBron James in the purple and gold? Well, it's a good thing that we have one of LeBron's former teammates in with the Lakers here, Danny Green. DG, what do you think?
Malika, NBA fans, this might be it.
You think this might be it?
This might be it.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, hold that thought. We're going to have so much more on that game coming up, wall-to-wall coverage. And it was a chaotic weekend in these NBA playoffs. So NBA Today starts right now.
Got to protect home court. Can't afford to go down 3-0.
30 seconds left. Home step back three. Splash!
How did you silence the chatter tonight and have this sort of response?
Chatter. We would never want to waste the opportunity to win a basketball game.
They find themselves in an 0-3 hole.
The situation sucks, but that doesn't give us the license to quit.
That's good. 18 threes in the first half.
You have guys who want to win. You have guys who run the sacrifice. It's honestly, it's a team effort.
A sweep completed here in Philadelphia. Wembanyama is out of this game. Anthony Edwards gives Minnesota the lead.
We just had to play hard, and I had to just take it upon myself to try to get us to win.
Happy Monday, everyone. We begin with our top story, and that is Victor Wembanyama being ejected last night for the first time in his career. You can see it here. It's early in the second quarter of the Spurs Game 4 against the Wolves. And Victor, he just elbows Naz Reid in the neck. And then you can see Wemby, after he was assessed the flagrant 2, he seems unsure of what that meant. He asked Harrison Barnes. And now I get to ask Shams Charania, because the league, it came to a decision earlier today already, Shams, on Wemby's foul and any potential future consequences. What did the league decide in terms of future discipline here?
Malika, sources tell me that there will be no further NBA discipline for Victor Wembanyama after that elbow to Naz Reid. So no suspension, no fine. Victor Wembanyama is fully cleared to play in Game 5 on Tuesday night in San Antonio. The two major things to take into account into the NBA's decision is, one, Victor Wembanyama was ejected for the majority of Game 4. But most importantly, there is no prior history, no prior accounts of any violent activity for Victor Wembanyama, and that clearly played a part in the NBA ruling today. No suspension, no fine for Wemby.
All right, and that's huge, because now this series is all tied up. They're heading back to San Antonio, and we know how consequential Games 5s are when a series is all tied up at 2-2. Shams, thank you very much for that insight. Naz Reid, though, he was on the other side of that elbow. He had this to say about it.
How much did it impact you? How much did it hurt? And have you been hit like that before in this game?
Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's it.
Pain is weakness leaving the body. But with that, Danny Green, there was still some game left to play here. Here's Anthony Edwards facing the Spurs without Victor.
I mean, of course, they're a really great team with him on the floor, but they play a lot slower when he's on the floor because, you know, everything is evolved around him. When he's not on the floor, everybody is playing. It's just like, you know, when every team is missing their best player, everybody plays free. They get more shots, more confident.
Okay, so there are some numbers to back that up, right? Because their offensive efficiency, it was better after Wemby was ejected than it was beforehand. It's tough, though, to adjust when you have your star player, your best player, leave in the middle of a game. But with that, San Antonio, they had a 4-point lead headed into the fourth. Anthony Edwards, though, he took over.
Making big plays. That's what the Stars do.
Ant fired up after that big bucket. And then a few minutes later here, the lead is down to just 2. Naz Reid working, little handoff there to Anthony Edwards.
Better be up.
And just a little tap on Mitch Johnson afterwards as well. And then 3 minutes left, the Wolves down 1. Naz Reid backing down De'Aaron Fox, gives it up to Rudy Gobert. And here's where you wonder, Luke Kornet, he held it down inside. But you have to wonder if those easy looks from Gobert just made easier by the fact there was no Victor Wembanyama. Again, attacking the paint with no Wemby to man the middle, and another 35-point game for Edwards. This is the 5th most in NBA history before turning 25, by the way. Under a minute left. Minnesota up 5, looking to close this out. Ayo DeSumo can't get it to go. Naz Reid right there. What did we say? Manning the paint. So Minnesota able to survive here. Here's Anthony Edwards after the big win.
Today is Mother's Day, and so I just wanted to win for my mom, and it was just that simple.
Was she on your mind all day today? Or
for sure, yeah. I couldn't lose this game for her, for sure.
Anthony Edwards has shared in the past how much Mother's Day means to him and is special for him. Of course, he lost his mom to cancer back in 2015, and Ant's playoff career high of 44 points. It also came on Mother's Day, right, in 2024. And after Mother's Day yesterday, Edwards now has more 30-point games in the playoffs than all other players in franchise history combined here. So certainly Anthony Edwards playing for something incredibly special. On the Spurs side of this, though, here's Mitch Johnson talking about the impact of Wemby's ejection.
He's gotten chucked, he's gotten pushed down in transition, running freely, all the stuff. He doesn't complain one time. We don't complain because we're just going to play. We don't really give a use my language. But at some stage, he should be protected, and if not, he's going to have to protect himself, and unfortunately, stuff like that happens.
All right. So interesting insight there from Mitch Johnson as we say hello to Big Perk, welcoming Perk into the show. Perk, I'm curious your reaction here because no suspension for Victor. I'm not sure that I would say that that's the reason they lost the game, right? The Wolves, they started attacking the paint though more. Rudy had some dunks down the stretch. How did you see Victor being out impacting this one?
Well, to be honest, obviously it stopped them from being able to get to the cup. But this was all about Anthony Edwards. This was Anthony Edwards embracing and taking over the moment, and he wasn't waiting on anyone else. He was going to get that win. We heard him in the post-game interview talking about he was going to get that for his mama. That was deep in his soul because he did just that. And obviously it opens it up when you don't have your defensive player of the year in the middle to anchor it. So did a fine job of picking that balance and get down here. But DG, Malika, can y'all listen? This has been an exciting series. Outside of what happened last night, this perimeter play, these guards, Anthony Edwards, Dylan Harper, Jaden McDaniels, Champagne, that's his name. Yeah, they've been bumping.
High level.
They've been getting their feet hot, and I love it.
Yeah, certainly. I think that this has been the best series so far of the second round, without a doubt. But, Danny, you noticed a direct impact, right? No Victor Wembanyama. How were the Wolves able to take advantage?
We give a lot of credit to Anthony Edwards, but, Cornette, too, did a great job. But they were attacking the rim. They were attacking the paint when they saw Cornette. Cornette is a good big, can move laterally, but doesn't take up as much space and can recover as fast as Wemby. You see Anthony Edwards come off the screen here, sees little Cornette up high, I'm going to go right at the rim. And Cornette usually can get back, but he's not. Said Wemby can probably get that shot. Luke Cornette can't. Same thing here. Get another screen and roll. Got Cornette in it. You got a little mismatch one-on-one. He has decent foot speed, and Wemby has good foot speed too. But Wemby, again, takes up so much area. He can give more ground. Luke Cornette has to be up on the three-point line to contest these shots and get back. As you see in Sunday's game, 38 drives, shots off drives, second most under Chris Finch. Ironically, the game before, they had 32 kickouts.
Right.
That was the most kickouts under Chris Finch, and this was the second most drives or shots off drives since Chris Finch has been a coach here. So they're getting a lot more open looks, and they're being more aggressive attacking the rim, which they should, and that'll change in Game 5.
Yeah, because you know that in Game 5 now, Victor Wembanyama is going to come back with a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Sure.
Not because I wasn't sure in real time. As I watched it back, it was a kind of a textbook flagrant 2 foul, right? But Victor, give him any sort of kindling, he will light that fire, and I certainly expect that in this Game 5. On the other hand, though, we didn't get a